everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to be giving you all a look into a Blessingway that I hosted for my best friend Taylor. So I'm sure you're wondering, what is a Blessingway? A Blessingway is a woman-centered spiritual celebration to honor the journey into motherhood. Evolved from indigenous cultures, this celebration includes the mother-to-be's closest friends and family to share love, wisdom, and support. Unlike the traditional baby shower, a Blessingway is about praying and supporting the parents-to-be and their journey into labor, childbirth, and just parenthood in general. And a Blessingway can be done in many different ways. The purpose of this Blessingway was to honor, nurture, and encourage her while affirming that she will have a beautiful birthing experience. A Blessingway doesn't have to be some big shower or production. It can be a spa day, a nice dinner, just a day out, even giving gift cards or giving flowers, anything like that. I personally love events, of course. I love providing experiences for people. So I went in the route of actually hosting a shower. My first introduction to a Blessingway was during my doula course this past summer with Earth Mama Naturals. It was an incredible experience. I hope to pass on that knowledge just to my kids' kids, and many others in the future if I'm able to assist with their birth. That was one of our assignments and topics during our course, and it was so crazy to me because you would never think that like an event planner kind of ties in with being a doula. So when I saw it, I felt like it was just so much confirmation, and I went all in and my wheels start turning. So the first thing was the invitation. So I brought the idea to Taylor. I asked her if I could have it for her actually. And I kind of told her what it was, and she was like, of course, you know, she would love that. I told her to provide me a list of about 20 to 25 women who were the most trusted women in her life, who she felt most supported by, and who she would be most comfortable with in an intimate setting. So I sent the invitation as well as explaining what a Blessingway was. None of these people had heard of a Blessingway, so I was introducing it to them as well. I wanted to make sure that all the guests were comfortable, but most of all Taylor, just because the idea was very different for everyone. That is one thing that I will say. Know the person who you're hosting it for, like what would they enjoy the most and what would they be most comfortable with, because what I may like may be far off from what someone else may like, which that's how it is, like everyone is different. So the next thing was set an intention. That is so big for me. I like to set an intention before everything, and like I said, I really just wanted to shower and honor Taylor. I just wanted it to be like just a very zen, therapeutic outlet for everybody, honestly. I wanted everyone to leave with something. I know one of the things that I really wanted to do was have very light food, high vibrational food that would not have everyone slouching or just not in the mood. I made this huge charcuterie island with lots of fruits and fresh vegetables, crackers and breads and all of the things. So that was very, very nice. And I thought that it wouldn't be enough, but we actually had a lot left over. So the day of Blessingway, I was so nervous. I don't know why, but like my nerves just get the best. I put on events all the time, but like actually sitting there and hosting was just like, whew, whew, and I just had to breathe and calm myself down. One, because it was new to me, it was new to everybody else, and I I just wanted to make sure I just wanted to make sure everyone felt comfortable. Everything just naturally went on a flow and all of my nerves were released. If you know anything about me, you know I'm gonna have a playlist. So I made the playlist of songs that, again, gave that calming, zen vibe, but also had meaning to them. I'll link the playlist, but it was so good. Like a bunch of just woman-centered songs, some sing-alongs, some good old school, some R&B. It was just really good. At the entry, I had a entry sign explaining what it was. My favorite part, it was an intention tree at the entry, and I wanted to extend the offer of everyone setting an intention at the door, or even just writing down a little prayer or affirmations to hang on the tree for Taylin and the baby. That was what everyone did as they walked through the door. That was so nice. We also had this book where you take a Polaroid picture and you sign your name or write a little letter and then put your picture in there. And the title of the book was Book of Reminders. So whenever Taylin wants to just flip through during her journey, she has that to access. The activities that we had were speeches from everyone around the room. I think my mom started it off, and she just kind of went into details about her birthing experience with me and my sister, what she would have done differently, what she wished she would have known. And then everyone just kind of went around the room. Mostly the mothers, they shared their advice, and it really was just an open floor for them to give advice, as well as for Taylin to ask any questions that she may have had. The next thing we did was a coupon book. So I made these coupons, and each one was something that everyone would sign up for. So whenever Taylin needs that helping hand, she has us to count on. One of them was like an hour of babysitting, girls' night out, a coffee date, a family game night, help with the laundry, help with dishes, so many things. So everyone signed up for one of those. That was very fun. Another activity that we had was creating vision boards for Taylin to have in her birthing room. So we had magazines, of course, cut out things that she may have wanted to see. She also cut out some pictures and stuff that she wanted to put on there, and I think we ended up making 2 of them. I did also ask for everyone to bring a poem or lyrics that they wanted to share to Taylin that reminded them of her or that would be encouraging to her. We cried so much from those speeches and those poems and just everything, because it was just so beautiful to see all women, all Black women, all who are very close in relation, and it's just been an incredible experience overall. I know one thing that I really enjoyed, and I was just so observant about, was Avy, our little one of the crew, the first little one of the crew, being a little girl, seeing all these Black women surrounding her just with prayer, and I was just watching her like a fly on the wall. Really, she was watching us like a fly on the wall, just looking at the room, and I just kept thinking about, like, when I was a little girl, I would have loved to see something like that. I just know when she gets older, that's going to be something that she'll remember and hopefully do for loved ones around her. I also gave everyone the option to bring gifts if they wanted, but not so much gifts for the baby, gifts for the mother. And a lot of people brought gift cards of food places that she can go to during her postpartum period. People also brought flowers, which we adorned her with next to her feet. Overall, I think it went very well. I'm so excited for Taylin. I know that she's going to be a beautiful mother, and I'm just so happy to be a part of this journey and be able to do something like that for her. I wanted to just make sure that she felt the love and just felt surrounded and supported by her village, and just remind her that, you know, she is not alone during this pregnancy. I really think as a community, we really need to get into honoring the mother as much as we are so excited about the baby, just because that is a life transformation of your body, of your everyday life, like everything. And it doesn't have to be big or small. Nothing is too big or small. It can be at any capacity. I've seen things as simple as people taking the mother for a spa day, or taking her to go get her nails done, taking her out to eat, just having those conversations with her, and just really letting her know that she's not alone. That concludes this video. Let me know in the comments if you know someone who has hosted a Blessingway before, if you've been to a Blessingway before, even heard of the idea, or if this is something that you may be interested in having. Thank you for watching.